Epic. 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 That's the end, and that's the verdict. Well, let's use a few more words to describe the 2007 game Crysis. Back in the late 2000s, it was a benchmark game not only for FPS games, but it was also a benchmark game for video gamers to test their hardware. Will it run Crysis was a common question back then. I think back with warm memories when it comes to this game. The engine, the nano suit, the island, the water, the famous AK-47 with the single shot perform headshots, either with or without silencer, the North Koreans, the tanks, the story, well, perhaps the aliens and your team. This game was badass on another level. It was different and it was mind-blowing and something different from anything I have played up until that point. I still love the Far Cry series a bit better, but when I played Crysis for the first time in August 2007, this was a massive point. It was the first new generation game I played on my first gaming rig I built myself. I remember working the whole summer to be able to build a computer that could play Crysis, and at the end of the summer going into winter playing Crysis. The AI of the enemies was pretty good as well. They could not be defeated easily. The weapons were special, ranging from the AK-47, the rocket launcher, the combat shotgun, the dual-wielded silenced pistols and of course the minigun. The story was great and also interesting, and it would take place in 2019, which in 2007 was a fictional time and date. Well, look where we are now. That being said, myself I'm from the mid-80s, so I'm half a boomer to most of you. Well, how times have changed. The expansion pack Crysis Warhead was a welcoming addition after finishing Crysis. There was still more hunger to see more of the developers' creativity and more Koreans to pacify. Without a doubt, this game is in my top 3 of the best games I ever played. Still in 2022 it blasts you away with big firefights, the maps, the gun and the storyline. If you haven't played it yet, it is very cheap to pick up a copy right now. Crysis was so far ahead of its time. I think it's a title that set the outline for future of gaming. Thanks for watching and subscribe if you want to see more video reviews or watch no commentary videos on this channel. You guessed it right, Crysis on there as well. Cheers!